Supply Chain Moves, the podcast for DTC brands who want to scale smarter. I'm Lara Guevara, founder of Move Supply Chain. And in this quick take episode, I'll break down the supply chain decisions that really move the needle for DTC brands. If you're wearing all the hats in your business like logistics, inventory, supplier management, this one's for you and you're not alone. Many founders start the way it is, but it's not the path to scale. Let's unpack what a well-run supply chain actually looks like for DTC brands. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is the role of the supply chain in the DTC businesses? And what makes the supply chain in DTC uniquely challenging, especially in that 1 million to 10 million goal stage? The supply chain in a DTC businesses is essentially the engine behind your operations. It's everything from sourcing your product, managing production timelines, quality control, logistics, warehousing, and fulfillment. It's what turns your vision into something physical that your customer can unbox. What makes it especially challenging, especially in the 1 million to 10 million stage, is that you're scaling fast, but you still have the startup level resources. You're expected to perform like a mature brand with a reliable supply chain, yet you don't have the systems or team in place yet. You're like working with tighter cash flow, fluctuating demand, and limited leverage with suppliers. One delayed shipment, one quality issue, or one misjudged inventory order can wipe out months of growth. And then very much related to the first question, how does the supply chain team contribute to the overall success of the businesses? The supply chain team is the hidden force behind customer satisfaction, margin protection, and growth scalability. A good supply chain team makes sure that you have the right products at the right time. That's new product development. You don't overstock and tie up capital, or worse, stack out and lose sales. That's inventory planning and demand forecasting. Then you catch problems early before they can reach the customer. You negotiate with suppliers and manage vendors so you're not overpaying or reacting too late. In short, they give founders and CEOs what they really need: clarity and control. And with that, you can make decisions faster and grow with confidence. Many e-commerce business owners take on the role of the supply chain team. What are the drawbacks or pitfalls with this kind of setup? And why is it not an efficient or sustainable practice? This is super common. And honestly, it makes sense in the early days. But the biggest problem is that when founders are also managing supply chain, they become the bottleneck. You're juggling suppliers, emails at midnight, manually tracking shipments, guessing how much to order next, and all of that steals time from higher value work like growth, marketing, or product development. Also, you're likely not a supply chain expert, which means mistakes are more expensive. Delays, over-ordering, quality issues, they eat into your margins and your peace of mind. So while it feels cheaper to do it yourself, it actually costs more in the long run, in missed opportunities and preventable errors. Next question is, at what point does a supply chain team start paying for itself? This is one of the most asked questions during discovery calls. Will there be an impact in a month, in 3 months, in 6 months? A good supply chain setup can start showing value in as little as 30 to 90 days. It depends on where your business is at, but here's how it plays out. Month 1, you gain visibility. Supplier tracking, PO cleanup, production status updates. Then month 2 to 3, you catch inefficiencies, over-ordering, delays, costs you didn't realize you were absorbing. Then comes month 3 to 6, you start seeing compounding benefits, smoother operations, faster restocks, fewer fire drills, and ultimately better cash flow and customer experience. So yes, it pays for itself, not just in dollars saved, but in mental space recovered. That's where the real ROI kicks in. Last question for this podcast episode. What are the advantages and challenges of having an offshore supply chain team? The biggest advantage is cost efficiency without sacrificing skill. Offshore teams, when trained and integrated properly, can handle tasks like supplier communication, order tracking, and even product development support at a fraction of the cost of hiring locally. We even deployed a formulator for some brands. You also get time zone advantages. They're often working while you sleep, pushing things forward with suppliers in Asia. A lot of you have vendors in China. But the challenges are real as well. Communication gaps due to language or cultural nuances. There's lack of process structure. If you don't build the system, they won't. If you don't build the system, they can't thrive. Not having boots on the ground unless you pair it with an in-country support or you avail vendor visit services is one of the disadvantages and challenges as well. The key to making an offshore supply chain team work is alignment and truly. When done right, they become an extension of your operations, not just task doing arm, but a thinking partner in your growth. Well, thank you for tuning in to Supply Chain Moves. If you're ready to scale your DTC brand, visit movesupplychain.com for fractional supply chain support. As a bonus, I'd like to invite you to check out our Slack community, Supply Chain Lounge. It's a free community for DTC founders who want to discuss anything and everything supply chain. I'll be placing details in the show notes. Until next time, keep making smart moves.